This place is rather gloomy.
Why don't you lighten the mood for us while we're here then?
I'll see what I can do. We seem to have come across something a little unusual.
This one's tough, but we have no choice.
Let me know if you need healing.
Come and face me.
Will this help?
Here I come.
Cyclone! It's like breaking up in a wall mine! A whirling struggle.
I don't know what I'd
Winds
do
of
without
heaven!
you.
Burst forth!
Leave these now.
Isn't the time?
I really do.
Now you see what I can do!
Bloody
Here goes!
Dazzle!
Do it!
Rising Outfit! In an instant! Impact Cross! We work well together.
Like a
whirling
finely timed
struggle.
waltz.
This one's
Winds of
blood!
heaven! Burst forth! Gemini Aqua!
Rising
Cyclone! Do it!
Behold! The Earth pulse! Tectonic vision!
Penumbra!
Far beyond the darkest sky! I call upon thee!
Begin! Sonic Spear!
You're mine!
Mega Ray! Shooting star!
Tempest!
Mega Ray!
Rising Wyvern! Finish it! Mirage!
Dominating!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! With this, I can become even stronger! Here?
It's here?
Yes. All the energy flowing through the wedge comes together and...
Is that thing a Zoogle?
A central core and...
Once we beat that thing, it'll stop the wedge from taking in any more astral energy, right?
It seems we're in for a fight regardless.
Here it comes. Stay sharp, everyone!
Is there no end to what the Renans can cook up?
I don't know if that's machine or what, but I do know it's pissing me off!
Watch yourself. There is no knowing what it is capable of.
Any other wisdom you want to pass along?
Radiant
On
Spear!
your soaring light spear! This one's all mine!
Radiant Light! Searing
Rising
Flame!
Falcon! Burn in hell!
I shall ensure you survive this.
Pierce evil!
Bloody howling! Smash you!
Graceland Savior! Radiant Far beyond the darkest cloud! I call upon
On
thee!
your knees!
I'm all stuffed up! Annihilation!
Shooting
Shooting
star!
star!
Rending you apart! Bloody howling!
A whirling struggle! Where are you
Winds
going?
of
heaven! Burst forth! Mega Ray!
Rising
Gemini Aqua! Cyclone! Mega Ray! A whirling struggle!
Rending you apart!
Wind!
Bloody
A whirling struggle! A whirling take this! Screen Blaster! A whirling struggle!
Burn!
Winds of heaven! Here's evil!
Stalagmite! Now you see what I can do!
Blaster! Cyclone!
Bloody
Rising Wyvern!
Glacial Spear!
Can't
Here's
get out
evil!
of this!
Rising Phoenix!
A whirling struggle!
Rising
Winds of
Wyvern!
heaven! First form!
Rising
Bringing
Phoenix!
you a bloody hell!
Cyclone!
Stalagmite!
Your arts are
A
really
whirling
incredible.
struggle! It's thanks to you I can use them.
Then I promise I'll always be here.
You fight better at a distance. The further away, the better. You and I both. A whirling struggle!
Bloody howling!
Winds of heaven! First force!
Stalagmite!
Lightning! Cyclone!
Enemy heals art too.
You'll soon see about that.
Not today!
A whirling struggle.
Nothing gets by me!
Cyclone!
Denied!
Blood.
Be still!
Bloody howling! Armor won't save you!
Not on my watch!
This one's mine!
Toss it! Mega Ray!
Take this!
Nail Strike! One more time! Burning Strike! Glacial Spear! Pierce Evil! Freeze Blaster! Take that! As impressive as always.
Here I hope that
Raging
was improved.
Storm! No, I mean you're even better than ever. I've never seen Xion actually look so good. Tempest Wall! A whirling struggle! Winds of heaven! First force!
Anything in armor is
My
all!
heart requires complete focus! A whirling struggle!
Can't get out of this!
Winds of heaven! Ready!
You picked the wrong fight!
Gemini Aqua!
I can carve through armor!
Ready to go!
Rising Wyvern!
Cyclone! Thanks so much! I owe you, Xion. Healing is what my arts do best. All mine can do is cause havoc and destruction. Hit! Sighted! Blow! Flight! One more! Razor Cyclone! Blow!
Be shot!
Radiant Spear! Take care of... I'm out of ammo! Kudos!
Forgive me. This is my fault.
Healing Circle!
I owe you one!
I'll bring you back from death to
Rising
this!
Falcon!
Resuscitation!
Reflect on thy sin!
Lightning
I
Snake!
pulled out the final
Lightning
symbol!
Ray!
Annihilation! Mega Ray!
Rising Wyvern!
Another incantation ruined.
Free!
Cyclone! Mega Ray!
Burn in hell!
Stalagmite! On your knees!
Hurricane Thrust!
Here I go! Amazing! One more! Not long to go now. We couldn't have done it without you, Rinwell. Thanks! Come on!
Get out of
Let's
this!
see when you get in there and finish this fight! Here! I'm ready!
Eagle Ray!
Here! I'm out of ammo! Ready to go! Shooting star!
Rising Falcon!
Mega Ray!
Finish it!
Alpin! Astral Energy!
Say no more!
Is it over?
What the hell is going on?
Rinwell! It's too dangerous! Stay back!
only, but...
I heard it. Whatever it was, I heard it.
As did I. I'm not sure I'd call it a voice, but it was there. What in the world just happened?
That was Dana's astral energy we just encountered. And I think what we heard...
You're saying astral energy?
I haven't the slightest idea. But
You mean when that fire monster came out of...
Exactly. There was such a huge overflow of astral energy, it caused a monster to spawn and take physical form. Maybe the same thing happened.
Does that mean if you gather enough astral energy, it can become sentient or take a physical form?
That's what I'm guessing. Master cores are able to hold a lot more energy.
That being said, there may be a mechanism of sorts inside Master Cores and spirit vessels that prevent such reactions.
That fire monster. I remember how it only appeared after Balsef's spirit vessel broke.
Then the reason Rinwell was able to sense all that astral energy earlier must have been because it was too much for that Zoogle to contain.
So, then where do you think all that energy and poof, it's gone? The Zoogle with it. Doesn't that sound...
Indeed it does. However, in order for us to move our hypothesis forward, we will need to gather more evidence first. On that note...
I just can't work out why.
Rinwell?
I can't help but wonder if it's because of my hair... Sorry. Anyway, we should get going, right? We need to make sure the energy flow has actually stopped.
Are we gonna have to take this winding path all the way back down, too?
Yeah, but if anything, it should be easier than the climb up.
Really? Well then.
Actually, I've heard it's easier to develop muscle aches when going down.
Seriously?
Let's dispose of the trash.
I never miss! A whirling struggle! Glacial spear!
Ready and ready!
It'll body slam into the next week! Cyclone! Far beyond the darkest sky!
Burn in
I
hell!
call upon thee!
Take
Mega Ray! By the power of
Heal
love!
my weary companion!
Annihilate shooting star!
In a bind?
Demon Fang!
Far beyond the darkest sky! I call upon thee! I'll heal you all!
Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite!
Shooting star!
Eat dirt!
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Right.
Come forth and heal
Ruin.
purity! One more! Mega Ray!
Anything in armor is all mine! Armor won't save you!
Burning strike! All disaster!
Demon Fang! Lunar Rumble! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Lightning Thrust!
In that industry!
Rising Falcon!
Where are you going? Far beyond the darkest sky! I call upon thee!
Denied!
Sharply Strike! Pierce through!
Shooting star!
Resonate with the earth!
Not today!
All disasters made one! Come forth, the helix of purity!
Rising Wyvern!
Maelstrom! Helix of
I don't know what I'd do without you.
Perhaps now isn't the time?
I
All
really don't.
disasters made one! Come forth, the
Let me see what I can do!
Maelstrom!
I'm ready!
All disasters made one! Come forth, the helix of purity! Lunar Charisma!
Sharply Strike!
Maelstrom!
Demon Fang!
Demon Blast!
I'll heal you all!
Ignite!
Far beyond the darkest sky!
I have no
On
limits!
thee!
Slice!
Glacial Arctic! Pierce evil!
You're mine!
Freeze Lancer! Shooting star!
Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite!
Searing
Ring
flame!
back your
Reload!
blade! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
All disasters
we're
made
going
one!
Warrior!
Pierce evil!
Lunar
Eat
Rumble!
the close one! Right back at ya! Freeze Lancer!
All mine!
I'm ready!
Dohaline!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! I feel stronger. I mean, a bit.
Good. We're counting on you, Rinwell.
On me? Well, I'll do my best.
Everything all right? You kind of looked like you wanted...
Huh?
Or not, you...
Yeah.
Yeah?
Sorry.
All right, gee...
Stop it! It's sorry. I guess I still don't...
Nah, that's fine. No rush.
I'll keep that in...
Hey, what do you say we fight?
This won't be easy. A whirling struggle. Don't
You
be
picked
such a
the wrong
pessimist.
fight!
This one's mine.
You're mine! No further! This one's gonna be tough!
Here's evil.
Save you!
Pierce through! Demon
I shall
Fang!
ensure you survive this.
Double Demon Fang!
Cyclone. Leave the enemy's arcs to me.
No complaints here!
Everlasting shock!
Cyclone. A whirling struggle. Winds of heaven. Do it. This ends now.
Consider yourself finished! Double Demon Fang! Prepare to be sealed!
Searing
Double
blade.
Demon Kill! Flash!
Ready to go.
I'm ready!
Mega ray.
In an instant! Impact Block!
To achieve such harmony.
Takes a singular will.
What's with that shining foe over there?
be a delicious piece of cake.
Far enough! Down on the ground! Demon Fang! Sonic Spear!
I can carve through armor!
This one's mine!
Gemini Cyclone!
In a
The sky is mine!
Double Demon Fang!
Annihilation! Where are you going? Struggle!
Elusive Deity!
Winds of heaven!
Fluidity of
Where's the
your
healing
movements
art?
are simply incredible.
Aid! Cyclone! Not in your dreams!
It's on!
Into the shadows!
Ignite!
Mega Ray! Maelstrom!
Rising Wyvern!
Water! A whirling curl!
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara!
Double Demon Fang!
Burn it! Strike!
Demon Fang!
Will this help?
Double Demon Fang!
Healing circle!
Double Demon Fang! Coming through! Ha! Melt! Scarlet Inferno! You're mine!
All disasters made one!
Burn in hell!
I can handle it!
Elusive Deity!
Fighting power!
Tornado Drive!
Here! All disasters made one! I'll require complete
Demon
focus!
Fang! Double Demon Fang!
Raging do it! Dohalim!
Light Burst Force!
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess around!
Lightning Club! Elusive
Certainly not.
In a bind?
Dazzle!
Maelstrom!
Rising Falcon!
Hold on to your art! Here I
Eternal
come!
Devastation!
Back into the fray!
Seismic Rupture!
Maelstrom!
Tornado!
No more playing nice! Radiant
Lightning
Fire!
Crush!
Glacial Spear!
Burn in
Radiant
hell!
Slow Flame Lancer!
Begin! Here I come!
It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming Wildfire!
Can you take it?
All
Rising Wyvern!
disasters made one! Come forth!
Now you see what I can do!
I'm out of ammo!
Double Demon Fang! Destruction!
Resonate with the earth!
Demon Fang!
Stalagmite! Being interrupted!
Rising Wyvern!
I couldn't make it in time.
Finish it! Outfit! In an instant! Impact Block!
Hey! Anyone else think this might be a touch too dangerous?
Ridwell's right. We should fall back to regroup and try again later.
Little help!
Heal my
You got company!
Ignite! This one's all mine!
Here!
Ignite! It's on!
Leave the agile ones to me.
Whirling struggle!
You're mine!
Do it!
Outfit! In an instant! Impact Block! We work well together.
Like a finely timed waltz.
Ignite! No further!
Lightning! Downfall!
Rising Wyvern!
I can carve
through armor!
Reload!
Finish
Another frozen!
Hammer!
Step back! This one's all law!
Great, now I'm hurt and dirty.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Fang!
I can't hold on much longer!
Thanks, Shion.
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry.
Whatever you do, just stay away from the spores!
Strike!
Here I go!
Rising
Do it!
Wyvern!
Shion!
This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes! A merry destruction.
Whirling
There's
struggle!
still more to go.
Winds of heaven! First force!
Flame inside me! Fury! Burn in hell!
Burning strike! Glacial Spear! Yes,
I'm ready!
Sion! Astral energy! Full throttle!
That worked like a dream.
I pity anyone who stands in our way.
It looks like that beam of light has stopped.
Then is it safe to say we've avoided oblivion for the time being?
I can still sense a faint glimmer of energy, though. It hasn't completely dispersed.
You can tell? Rinwell, your senses seem a lot sharper than before, don't they?
And you said you heard that voice, right?
I guess. Maybe. I don't know. I don't feel bad, though.
If trace amounts, however small, do remain, then it leaves us no choice. We must destroy the entire structure.
What do you suggest? We bring it down piece by piece?
Once that's done, what do we do then?
We go to Lenegis. Even if we could destroy the whole wedge like he suggested, it'd only buy us time. The fact they sent this thing down tells me they're not giving up this planet without a fight.
There's also the matter of the Renis Alma. Its circumstances still have yet to be...
But how do we...
What if we hotwire one of their starships? There's gotta be one of...
Starships are only seen on Dana at the start and end of the Crown Contest. Believe it or not, we Renans down here aren't quite as free to come and go as one might...
Great. Well, I'm out. We definitely don't have the tech to build a starship. And even if we found a Renin who'd help, who knows how...
Yeah. Waiting for a starship to come down from...
Wait! Alphen, when you came down from Lenegis, it had to have been in...
Right. Oh, of course.
You can't be serious. That was 300 years ago.
But Alphen didn't wake up until a few years ago. That means it had to have still been functioning that whole time.
Indeed. You wouldn't happen to remember where you...
My memories around where I parked are still... But I do know that I woke up in Calaglia. So chances are, luckily, that realm's my old stomping ground. So I should be able to get us some help.
This is it.
Yeah. As long as Lenegis stands there, there's no avoiding it.
So what's this help in Calaglia you're planning to enlist?
My buddy Nath. If anyone there knows something, I figure it's him. But first, we need to catch a boat and get back to the mainland. Our first port of call is Ulzebek.
Back where you...
Yeah.
You okay? Liar.
Huh?
You heard me. You've never been good at...
Excuse me? Just what do you...
Is it about Alphen?
No.
Something you can't...
Rinwell, I'm...
Of course you are! No, I'm serious. Back when we first met, I think maybe... But now I know that isn't true. You and I... If any of us is different, it's me. I'm a Danan who can use magic.
Everyone has their own pain that can be hard for other people to understand. I saw the two of you talking and thought you could use a third wheel. So...
If anyone's the odd one out here, it's me. Believe me, you don't want to listen to my...
Want me to go?
I didn't say that.
I get that you must have a lot circling around that head of yours. And that's okay. Whatever's worrying you right now, you're allowed to worry about it. And you don't have to talk about it if you don't want to. I know I'm not a Renin like you, or I'm not a sovereign maiden or lord. I'm just... But regardless of all that, I'm here...
That goes for me too. We all... I mean, that is what friends are supposed to...
I said this to Alphen, and now I'll...
Thank you, Rinwell. Kisara.
And right on cue, I think I should make my way back and lie down for a bit. My battle with this ship...
Yeah, I better head back too. Can you imagine Law at the helm? Who knows what kind of
Still, if that's true.
Aw, are you tired, Hootle?
You sure he's not just trying to hide from us?
All right, something is
Yeah, something big by the looks of it.
So,
I was wondering the same thing myself. Whatever this thing on her mind is, it's... If she's trying this hard to keep it secret, then it's not...
yeah.
I can't tell them. There's...
Ah, Calaglia. Feels like it's been ages.
And wasn't Zephyr with us too?
Dad.
Hey, chin up. This is your hometown.
Everyone around here looks so much happier than...
I'll say. It feels like an entirely different...
Zephyr would have been so...
Yeah, he really would've. Something
Nah,
It still weighs on you, doesn't it?
I abandoned my home. What's important is that it's free.
Well... Oof.
Just one thing after another, and it all...
Hey, Nath.
What? Can't you see I'm... Alphen?
Looks like you have your...
As much as ever. As if I wasn't busy enough putting down the last remnants of Renan rule. I'm up to my ears, and then, to top it all off, that thing had...
Pretty sure we've heard this some...
But enough about my problems.
Yeah, we're looking for an old Renan starship. You wouldn't happen...
A starship?
To get to
Lenegus?
Believe it or not, it wouldn't be the...
Oh, I believe it. Well, either way, I'm afraid I...
Then do you have any
Sure, we've got...
Mind if we take a look at them?
Yeah, okay.
Thanks, Nath.
I read through all of the records, but I only found a single line that might point to... It mentions a rock that shot across the sky and landed past the mountains. The event was recorded...
And you think that might be...
I don't know. There was nothing else. It looked like it was someplace called Berg.
Berg?
That ring any bells?
Yeah, that's one of the biggest volcanoes in Calaglia. I was just there recently.
Another meteor?
I wonder if it could have been one of those lights that...
All the more reason to check it out.
The old Zion mine is up that way. One of the veins we abandoned connects to the volcano. Go ahead and use that. But you should be careful.
Huh?
I don't know if it has anything to do with the meteor. There's a giant Zoogle running riot in there. Never seen anything like it.
A Zoogle?
I turned back as soon as I caught sight of the thing, so I can't tell you much more. All right.
I can't...
Right.
I didn't like the sound of that monster Nath was talking about one bit.
Well, we have to press on. We're going through Zion Mine to Berg Volcano. Let's move.
Everything okay with who?
It must be the heat getting to him.
Galaglians born and raised here struggle.
Aha! So that's why his plumage is so white. He was born in a winter...
Actually, Dan and owls absorb the astral energy of whatever land they're raised in. Where they're born doesn't... But that's not why he's white. The real reason is...
You mean their plumage changes color depending on where they grow?
And with all this traveling we've been doing, it wouldn't surprise me if his wings ended up...
I think he suits his snowy complexion. It'll feel strange to...
How awesome would it be if his head and wings were different colors? And his stomach and sides, like a map... Ow, lay off, will ya? So much for the heat making him docile.
You've only yourself to blame for that one. Hootle takes pride in his appearance, you know.
Fascinating. An appreciation of aesthetic beauty in an owlet so young.
Dohalim, I think you've drawn his attention. Looks like we made it here in one piece. Oh, that's a good way to stay thrifty. This looks perfect. Guaranteed to hit the spot. All right, it's done.
That's a lot of fish you've cut up.
That's because I caught so many earlier. If you're going...
Was it
No, I'm used to it.
I know I probably shouldn't be saying this after all the trouble you went through, but
Oh, I'm sorry, Law. I didn't realize. I only make it because it's an easy way to deal with...
You haven't done anything wrong, Kisara. Law, if you don't like the flavor, you're always welcome to add some...
Hey, yeah, that might work.
What's wrong, Law? I've never seen someone...
He ran as soon as he took a bite of...
I don't think the sashimi is...
Kisara, let's talk for a bit. Thinking some more about how...
No. Actually, I find when I think too much about my ideals, I get hung up on the reality of things. I know what it's like to go hungry. To lose your family.
Even thinking about things will make you hungry after a...
Thanks for the food.
What's so...
Nothing.
Well, we've been on this journey for a while now.
Yeah, there's a simple kind of happiness that comes with it.
That reminds...
That sounds... When you get down to it, all you really need is enough food to keep you full, and to be surrounded...
Speaking of people you love, I haven't heard...
Wow, okay. Way to make me feel... But you're right, I haven't. If I'm honest, I think it's because I finally found other people I love. Just whatever kind of society we end up having after this, it needs to be a place where I know you all can be happy. Don't worry. Once I finish folding these clothes, I'll go to sleep. Let's stay safe today.
It's quite hot here. The climate feels different from Menancius.
It's gotten much cooler since leaving town, though.
Does that mean eyes were burning holes in us?
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
So we're back in the Zion Mine tunnels. Who would have thought we'd be going through this place again? This is where you and I first fought together.
And also the first time we touched, as I recall.
Wait, really?
Yes, really.
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
I'm on a roll!
Looks like we got them all. So this path is supposed to take us out to Bird Volcano?
We're not gonna see any lava burst out in front of us or anything, are we?
Don't get so paranoid you let a rock fall on your head, Law. Ugh, so hot.
Well, yeah. We've reached the inner portion of Berg Volcano.
We need to find that starship. And fast!
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
I never think! Helix of Purity!
Rising Wyvern!
Demon Flame! Maelstrom! Lightning! It's a duel of the arts! All disasters! Art expert! Pierce evil!
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours truly! All disasters made one! Come forth and Helix of Purity! Maelstrom! Who wants to die next?
The enemy wields
All
arts too.
disasters! We'll soon see about that!
Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang!
Quite necessary when creating weaponry.
disasters made one. This one's mine. Forth, the helix of purity.
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Are those rocks? Leave it to you!
Ready and ready!
Soaring
Blood through armor!
That's my cue.
Shut him down!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis. You don't mess around.
Certainly not.
Never miss.
Leave the torch to me.
Ignite!
Hearts require complete focus. All disasters made
Rising
one.
Falcon! Be still! Rising Falcon!
Shattering one.
Pieces! Attack time!
Be still!
I'm out of ammo.
Rising Falcon! Dragon Swarm!
Back into the
Try
fray.
this! Explosive ring!
Hydration without a trace. No more playing nice. Searing tempest.
Demon Fang!
Not on my watch.
Soaring Finish it! Out it! In an instant! Impact Block!
This should come in handy when crafting weapons.
This looks nice and tough.
Huh.
An opponent like this should be
A
easy.
whirling struggle. Winds of war.
Double
I shall
Demon
ensure
Fang!
you survive this.
Healing
If it
circle.
cools up, time to get out of the way.
Demon Fang!
Down on the ground.
A whirling struggle.
It's
Winds of
strong!
heaven. Here's evil.
Split it open!
Be my guest!
Let the marksman handle
Here!
it.
Demon Fang!
Demon Lash!
Eternal Devastation coming through! Ha! Melt! Scarlet Inferno! No escape! Sword Lane Outpost!
Radiant Dragon never miss.
Raining Slash! Eternal Devastation!
I'm ready!
In an instant! Impact Block! We work well together.
Like a finely timed wall.
Radiant Storm. Radiant Lighthouse.
I owe you so much, Rinwell.
Maybe my art do have a place in this world.
Sure, there's tons you can do.
You fight better at a distance. The further away, the better. You and I both. Don't mind if I do. Lightning! Here comes Tempest World!
Swallow Blade!
Do it!
I can feel my power growing!
You can make plants grow instantly? What if we use this for fruits and vegetables?
I'd rather not be our party's fertilizer. Thank you very much.
Out of our way! All disasters made one!
Far enough! Now you see what I can do!
Here!
Sword Rain
Nailed!
Outpost! Raining
By the
Slash!
power of flame! All disasters made one! Come forth! All
Flying freaks! Why can't they just sit still?
Sion, can you take care of them?
no sooner said than done!
As impressive as always.
All disasters made
Here
one!
I hope there was
Come
improvement.
forth, the healing
No,
of
I
purity!
mean, you're even better than ever. I've never seen Sion actually look flustered.
This one's mine! All disasters made one! Come forth, the helix of purity! Maelstrom! Do it!
yours, Kisara!
Looks like it could be worth something.
My face is starting to sting. And my throat feels super parched.
Here, have some water. Just make sure you don't drink too much.
Thanks.
You want some too, Shion? Oh, wait. I bet you're hungry more than anything, aren't you?
I'm fine, thank you very much.
Let's see what you've got. Burn in hell! Far enough! I'll smash you!
Reload!
Right
Your hide as thick as armor.
Damn it!
Don't mind if I do.
We got fire!
I've got this. Let them all have their uses.
I'll show you how useful I can be!
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it!
Here's evil.
Elucidity! Soaring blast!
Here's a healing. Come forth, aim. I never miss.
Hold nothing back! Down on Here I come!
Leave the enemy's arts to me.
No complaint here! Hear my weary companion! Cure! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Denied!
All
Heal my
disasters
weary
made
companion!
Art expert coming through.
This death shall not
All disasters. Do it. Dohalim.
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis. You don't mess around.
Elucidity!
certainly not.
Dohalim.
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis.
This should come in handy when crafting weapons.
Great, now I'm hurt and dirty.
No
All
choice!
disasters made one.
This one's blood!
Not in your dreams. Mega Ray. All
Negative
disasters
gate.
made
Prepare
one.
to be
Come
cleansed.
forth and heal and
Devastate this! Anything in armor is all
Arc
mine!
Field. Gotcha. There's too many of them. Don't mind if I do.
Swallow blade! Try
Who
this!
wants to die next?
Infernal Bloody Howling!
Maelstrom. One more time. Close one. Right to it. Sion, astral energy. Full throttle.
A flawless victory.
All disasters made one. Naturally. I'm ready. Maelstrom.
Stalagmite!
I never miss.
Ruin kick! Sword finish it!
Here goes. Demon's Descent.
Flashing bang!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
This bridge will hold itself together, right?
Most definitely. Though I won't make any promises.
Which one is it?
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
Come forth, the healing security! Must require complete focus.
Down on the ground.
Not on mine! You have to enter the right area on their back.
Sonic Spear!
Radiant Pierce! Slow Slice!
Sonic Spear!
I'll heal you all! Razor Cyclone!
Scream
Healing Strike!
blood.
Just all disasters! I owe you, Sion.
Healing is what my arts do best.
Can't get out of this!
All mine can do is cause havoc and destruction. Radiant Pierce! I'll bring you back from death to... Better! Here's a healing art!
Instinct shot! Can you take it? Your man!
Holy Land! This one's mine!
Elusive deity!
Chain between heaven and earth!
Demon Land!
Here I
You're
go!
being targeted!
One more! It's a trap!
Take it! The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Chain between heaven and earth!
Soaring left! Ignite!
A wailing water! Hear my call!
Nothing gets by me!
I
can carve through armor! I'll blind you far enough!
I'm out of ammo! I'm on a roll!
Dragon Swarm! Don't push yourself too hard.
What could this be?
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
Come forth! All to
Take this!
spread!
Bloody howler! Now you see what I can do!
Burning Smack!
Negative pressure!
Here's evil! Arch Seal! I'll heal you all! Maelstrom! Healing Circle!
Looks like you came to my rescue again.
You need to be
In a
careful.
bind?
With the blazing sword and with my thorns.
Maelstrom! Sweet dreams without a trace! You fight better at a distance. Further away the better. You and I both. Long fight!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Watch and
No god
disasters
shall
reign,
break
not in
this
your
night.
dreams.
Eagle Ray!
One more!
take it?
Know where that came from?
It's go time!
All disasters made one! Come first! Where are you going? Security!
Come and face me!
I'm ready!
Falcon! Astral energy!
Say no more! Shut!
Well done!
Take it!
Raging Kizara! Frozen!
Hammer!
With this, I can become even stronger! Go no further!
On your...
Not today!
Far enough! Into the shadow! Field!
Here I come!
Maelstrom! Mega Ray! Annihilation!
On your...
All disasters made one! Come forth!
Exploit the enemy's
Security!
weakness.
Maelstrom!
Soaring Alpha! Raining Slash!
Not in your dreams!
Eternal Devastation!
Ow! Ha! Take that! One last one! Finesse!
Ready and ready!
Annihilate! One threat! Maelstrom!
I'll grind you into dust! Finish it!
Dohaline!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess around!
Certainly not.
They're all coming after me!
I'm coming, Rinwell.
I'm not scared. I'm totally fine.
As impressive as always.
Here I hope that was
No, I mean, you're even better than ever.
So I still had room to grow.
Go no further!
Reflect on my sin.
Where are you going? Don't mind if I do. All disasters made one. Come forth and healing subfusion.
Denied!
Sighted. Man or shield! One more time.
Negative
Let
gate.
the red. Do it.
Position, precision, timing. All a perfect 10.
That's it? Nothing else?
In a bind?
You take meticulous care of your fire.
As impressive as always.
Here I hope that was improved.
No, I mean, you're even better than ever.
I've never seen Xion actually look flustered.
Execution! Great!
It's crazy to see rocks melt before our eyes.
Watch where you're going, everyone. If you fall, there will be nothing left of you.
Exactly. So don't try anything funny. Especially you, Law. No pushing anyone, not even as a joke.
I'm not a little kid!
I didn't know you had that sort of trick up your sleeve, Dohaline. I would have figured rocks and plants would be too different for you to handle both.
Not necessarily. Both of them contain Earth astral energy. Luckily for me, this area is rich not only in fire energy, but Earth as well.
We got some good equipment!
I can't say its appearance is to my tastes, personally.
What the hell is that thing?
Probably that monster Nath warned us about, if I had to guess.
Do you think this might have been where one of those lights that shot out of the wedge landed?
But why this location? If the purpose of the wedge is to harvest Dana's astral energy.
We can figure that out later. If that thing gets into town, it's going to cause chaos. We need to take it down and move on. Let's go! It's tough, but we have no choice.
Let me know if you need healing.
Here it comes! Focus!
On your toes, everyone.
Suddenly turning tail doesn't seem so ridiculous.
Why? Are you scared?
Me? Are you?
Do you even have to ask? Of course I'm scared.
Focus up before we become that thing's lunch.
It's summoning Zoogle? Take care of them while keeping an eye on it.
Dragon form!
Flame of Fury!
Rising Wyvern!
Glacial Spear! Prepare for evil!
Your arts are being interrupted. Forgive me.
Deny!
This is my fault.
I can carve through armor!
Resuscitation! Here's a healing art!
No escape!
Power
Dragon form!
I'll stop its charge! Thanks, Kisara!
Soaring Wind Spear! Rising
Radiant
You'll find no mercy.
Demon This one's mine! Just what the doctor
Forgive
ordered!
me.
Here's a healing art!
Burn!
I'll bring you back from Death's abyss! All disasters made right! Come forth and heal us of purity!
You'll pay for that!
Maelstrom!
Double Demon Fang! Demon Fang!
All disasters...
I'll take you all on! Demon Fang!
Maelstrom!
Take this!
Take this.
Sword Rain Alpha!
All
Take
sealed!
this.
Blew away!
All disasters... Come forth and heal us of purity! Maelstrom!
Another incantation ruined. It's in your hands now.
All disasters made one! Come forth and heal us of purity!
Demon Fang!
Maelstrom!
Eternal Devastation! You picked the wrong fight! Showtime!
All disasters made one! Come forth and heal us of purity! Maelstrom! First aid! All disasters made one! Come forth and heal us of purity! Maelstrom! All disasters made one! Alpin! Astral energy!
Say no more! Got it!
Well done!
Break the flame inside!
All disasters made one! Come forth and heal us of purity!
Burn in hell!
Rending you apart! I'll smash you!
Maelstrom! I can handle it!
Dragon Swarm! Nice
All
work!
disasters! It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire! Deny! All disasters!
Slice!
Radiant? I never fit!
Double Demon Fang!
Maelstrom!
Shattering to pieces!
Take this.
I'm right behind you!
Armor won't
save you!
Shockwave Flash!
Maelstrom!
I'll thank you! Here I come!
Not in your dreams!
Dragon
All
Form!
disasters made one! Come forth and heal us of purity!
Explosive Ring!
Thanks, Shion.
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry. I'll do better.
Ignite!
All disasters made one! Come forth and heal us of purity!
Infernal Torrent!
Maelstrom!
It's go time! You're mine! Finish it!
Shion, astral energy! Full throttle! Ready to go! Here come more!
We'll just have to keep fighting. The enemy wields arts too.
We'll soon see about that! Denied!
This isn't ideal.
All disasters made one! All disasters made one! Come forth and heal us of purity! They're all coming after me!
I'm coming, Linwell.
I'm not scared. I'm totally fine. What would I do without you? All disasters must require complete focus!
Light burst forth.
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess around.
I hope this medicine works.
Certainly not.
Art expert coming through! Annihilation! Don't mind if I do. Mega Ray! There's a healing art!
Demon Fang!
Resonate with the earth.
Demon Fang!
Stalagmite.
One.
Rending you apart!
Radiant, just what the doctor ordered.
Bloody howling!
I'll heal you up. If it's in the sky, it's
See what I
mine.
can do!
Stalagmite.
This one's mine. Here's a healing arc! First aid!
Power surges through.
Here goes!
Finish it!
Alpin! Astral energy!
Say no more.
Here's a healing arc! First aid!
Okay, here I go.
Reinforcements incoming! Not a problem! Not in your... Hold on to your arc! Here I come!
On your knees.
Burning strike! Glacial steel! Here's evil! One more glacier! One last one! One at a time!
Ready and ready!
Where are you going? Hit! One more! Bullseye! Into the shadow! Banana! Let's go! Mega Ray! Gemini Aqua!
Far enough!
By the power of water!
Carve through armor!
Annihilation! Here goes! Not on fire! Hold on to your arm! Amazing! Here I come! Wave!
Burn!
Bullseye! Here's a healing arc! First aid! Take care of...
Can't get out of this!
Stay away from my friend.
Burning strike! My call!
It's go time!
Burning strike!
Now you...
You back from
Smart heal my weary friend.
Clear! I can't heal you forever!
Stay to it. Double team. This one's mine.
Ready!
Shotgun flash. Double demon fang. Demon fang. Double demon fang.
One more! Raging storm! Not on my arch field! Hup! Here's another! A banana! Let's go!
Double demon fang. You picked the wrong fight.
Hit! Take that!
Take this!
Don't mind if I... Here goes! Hup! Here's another! Bullseye! A banana!
Demon fang.
Let's go!
Double demon fang.
One more!
Finish it!
Kisara frozen!
Hammer!
Demon fang. Double demon
Nothing
fang.
gets by me!
Demon fang.
Not on my arch
Double
field!
demon fang.
Hup!
Demon
Take
fang.
that! Bullseye! A banana! Let's
it.
go! All disasters made one! Come forth and helix of purity! Maelstrom! Not on my... Ready!
Demon fang.
Not so snug now!
Burn in hell.
Maelstrom! Now for something special! All disasters made one! Not on my watch! All disasters made one!
Shockwave flash.
Anything in armor is all mine!
Demon fang. Double
I
demon
can carve
fang.
through armor!
Demon fang.
Mix! Now for something special!
It's on.
It's about to strike!
Look sharp, everyone.
Everyone all right?
We won't surrender. We won't retreat. Not yet.
Whatever you do, just please stay safe.
How are we supposed to take on something so big?
I'll handle it.
Alphen!
Watch and learn. That's enough. Go back down. Everyone okay?
Yeah, I think so.
That thing's...
It felt like it had a different aura than other...
Yeah. It wasn't like the one that...
Its elemental astral energy variance was out of this world.
I guess it's safe to assume that if it came out of the wedge, it must have played some part in helping harvest astral energy.
Perhaps a living spirit vessel? It's plausible, given the location. Or...
If we assume that monster was one of the 4 beams of light, we must have prevented something from...
I'd like to think so, knowing how much grief it gave us. But at least with that out of the way, we can keep... I still got a ways to go!
Hey, is that it over there?
You can never be too prepared. But did we have to spend so much?
Alphen?
Did you remember some?
No, but this is it.
3 centuries later, and it's no worse for wear. I'll take a look at the internals.
Damn! I'm amazed at...
The past me, I really am from it.
Yeah.
Not only that...
Law's right. Rinwell...
Right.
How's it look?
It should fly. All internal systems seem to... However, considering how long it's remained inactive, I suspect it will take...
How much time are we...
Starship mechanics are not what I'd call my forte.
So we've just got to sit around here and...
That's because you're a child. Oh, but how about we use this time...
Good idea. Who knows when we'll be back? We should prepare ourselves for
Let's try not to stay away too long. I'd hate for anything to happen to the...
Either we race ahead, or we take due precaution to ensure we have no regrets.
Works for me.
It's funny, isn't it?
What is?
All this. When we first started this thing, did you ever imagine? After all, this is the sort of thing I was rebelling against when I ran...
I'm sure Zephyr would be proud if he knew what his son was doing right now.
And a
We're defying the order of things that have persisted for 300 years. Deep down, I knew our journey would lead to...
Yeah, you maybe, but you're a Renan. The rest of us can barely even...
No offense to Shion and Dohalim, but it's worth remembering we're heading...
No offense taken.
Remember, our aim is to ensure that both Lenegus and the... I don't think we'll be...
Is there no way we can talk?
The people...
Sure. I mean, we found a way to make it work, and it's not just us. If
Because there are still many of my kind who believe it was right and natural that there are those on Lenegus who have never stepped foot on Dana. I doubt whether they'd even listen to Danans.
Look, none of us want to fight. But these are the same people who fired that wedge down on Dana. What happens next?
Right. We're not going to sit back and wait for them to oppress us again.
Right.
Don't forget, there's also a good chance the Red Woman is somewhere on Lenegus. And wherever she is, we should...
That's right. If we can take it back, then Shion can finally get... Shion?
Huh? Yeah.
Where'd Shion go? How could she just go off on her own? She's not over there. Where did she run off to? Shion. Shion. Shion! It's your thorns? But why? You okay? Just now, it looked like you used your maiden powers to suppress your thorns. You can really do that?
Stay out of my way.
Wait a second. Are you planning to go alone?
Shut up!
Why would you do this?
I told you to shut up!
I won't let you.
I mean it.
I refuse to let you.
I won't tell you again. Move or I'll shoot.
If that's the case, then go ahead and shoot me!
Do you remember back when I was stabbed? By Volron?
Yeah. I thought for sure that he had killed you back there.
That wasn't the first time.
Huh?
The first time was when I was only a child. After that, no matter how often, I just couldn't die.
Couldn't die? So you're immortal? How's that even...
I believe you, Shion. But tell me how is something like that possible?
My thorns. They're me, but at the same time not. They're part of me. I have no idea why, but my thorns will never let me die. At least not before I'm meant to.
You can't die before your death?
When my thorns free themselves, it will be my death. I've seen it. A darkness that swallows up everything until nothing remains. It's a vision of oblivion I can't escape. I want to believe it's all just a bad dream. But no matter what I tell myself, I know it's not.
Yeah, but you... Wait. The whole reason you needed the Renaissance was to get rid of your thorns, right?
If I burn away what's inside, then what will happen to the rest of me? Right. Either way you look at it, I'm going to die. But if I am going to die, I figure I can at least take my thorns out with me. That's what I've been after this whole time.
That's why you turned your back on your fellow Renans and chose to fight with us, isn't it? And while we've all been fighting to keep on living, you have been with us fighting desperately to die.
That was the plan. But then I met all of you. And before I knew it, I didn't want to die anymore.
lose hope yet. We'll find a way to save you. There's still time to.
It's pointless.
Why?
Because the darkness won't just consume me. The truth is, it will consume all of existence as well. It was only a suspicion at first. But ever since the Red Woman triggered my maiden powers, I've been more certain than ever before. It was then that I finally came to realize my powers were holding my thorns in check the entire time. But they don't anymore. Not since Lenegis, when the wedge fell. Every day, I feel the thorn's power growing stronger inside of me. Pretty soon, I won't be able to hold them back anymore. And when that happens,
They will consume all existence.
And that's why you wanted to leave by yourself. You planned to find the Renis Alma on your own and sacrifice yourself to stop the Thorns.
But that's... too much. It's way too much.
when this all began, I didn't care what happened to me or anyone else. And what happened to the Renans or the Danans didn't matter to me at all. I have to die. But I don't want to. Not now that I have this. I wish we had never met. Then I wouldn't have to feel this way.
Shion!
Alvin?
Living for the sake of dying is no better than being a slave. How can you endure this?
Alvin.
It's not fair. I don't care what anybody says. I won't let it happen. We can fight this. Fight until the end together. Isn't that what you said to me before?
Even if it should mean that it'll be the end of everything else, too?
Shion, what do you want? It's your decision, ultimately. But if you decide not to fight fate, I will. Even if I have to do it alone.
No, you won't be alone. I'll fight as well.
Count me in as well. I want to be a force for good, not hate.
And me too. I meant it with all of my heart when I told you before. Neither of you are alone in this at all.
You guys...
And I, for one, don't believe this venture is without hope.
Huh?
Shion is the descendant of a maiden from 300 years ago. Given the circumstances, it seems very likely that those events have some connection to her thorns. The true nature of which, I imagine we will discover as we make our way to Lenegis and uncover the truth of what's unfolding here.
I take it you mean we might find a way to get rid of her thorns and she'll live?
It's certainly possible. Though I suspect the nature of the Sovereign is connected somehow.
So be it. I've already lost everything I had once. And I won't let it happen again. Shion. No matter what happens from now on, we're right here with you. All of us are. You are not alone.
You guys... You're all so stubborn. Thank you, everyone. For right now, and a little while longer, I just want to hold on to this dream. And most of all, more than anything else, I want to be with all of you. So let's go. On to Lenegis.
The end of the world.
I believe...
As a friend, yes, I want to believe her. Still, it's hard to fathom some...
No, I understand.
We have so many pieces of the puzzle in our hands.
So weird.
Well, I imagine they must sit at the very center of it all. You remember the voice we all heard?
Yeah, I remember. It was the will of Dana's astral energy come to...
Right. And from that, we're able to hypothesize how vast concentrations of astral energy can become sentient. Let's return to when we found Shion in Pelegion. When her thorns went wild, they contained far more astral energy than any mere Renin would normally have inside them.
So you think those thorns might be alive too? That their will is what keep... But why would they want to destroy...
As for that, I really cannot say for certain. Its goals still remain a mystery.
You know, I've noticed since we've...
Can you blame? When one realizes that the world they once thought to be true is but... Especially when that...
Dohaly?
I imagine the remaining piece. As for what the final picture...
Right.
How you holding up?
Who, me?
Yes, you.
Oh, that?
Compared to what Shion's go... Still, even if you yourself might be willing to endure that kind of pain, that doesn't mean Shion... Shion doesn't know how lucky she is to have you around, you know?
Yeah.
I'm being serious. You went up and held her close like you still had that mask on. She really needed that. That's what I mean when I said you saved her. Just like you...
I just want for Shion what we all have. The ability to touch someone. Those thorns have robbed her of the kind of everyday things we all take for granted. And it's not...
You can say that again. It may be normal for us, but that doesn't make it any less special or important for her. I hope she gets what she wants. I have my own dreams. But a world without her, where she dies so we can all survive, isn't a world I want to...
Agreed. Can't sleep?
After everything we just...
Fair enough.
Shion's had to deal with so much on her own. I thought she was keeping her distance because of her thorns. I just figured that was the type of... But it turned out to be none of that. All this time, she felt like she had to die and sacrifice herself for the greater good. But even...
I know.
She was so alone this entire time. How could I call...
I'm sure it made her...
You...
Yeah, I do. You were a good friend.
Yeah, when you think... But over... No, I think it'd be really nice if we could all just be there to...
Rinwell.
Did you know?
You mean about Shion?
Yeah, I didn't have the slightest idea. It's like a completely different world was spinning around.
You and me both. I mean, I knew something was bothering her, but I could never quite...
You? But you're the one always looking out for her, aren't...
That's what I thought. But in reality, I didn't understand it all. What I thought was helping and being there for her was actually...
At least you figured it out in time, though, right?
I don't think we're out of the woods yet. But yeah, you're right. We brought her back from the edge, and we're going to stop...
Yeah, with all of us together, there's...
I know.
Hey, you're the expert on what my dad would say.
Zephyr, I
guess he...
Law.
Sorry. We'll need all... I'll probably end up worrying again at some point.
Yeah, Hey.
I seem... As much as I try to look like I have things under control.
You're not the only one.
Hey. That's okay. It came so naturally to you, I'm not surprised. I was different back then. The Dahnans were not even people to me. But in that room with Deadheim, when you called me your friend, it just... Because until that moment, I'd only seen you. I thought of you as a way to use the blazing sword. And... But after that day, one time became two. And before I knew, it didn't matter that we were Renans. You cared then. Everyone else started to call me their friend too. To think of me as their friend, I didn't want to die and lose you all. But I also didn't want to live if it meant...
Shion.
But then, I realized... Don't worry. I've met too many people, so I'll fight. For Dana and for myself. I'll fight it. I don't know how we're going to do it, but I...
It's going to be a long, hard road ahead, Shion. But I swear...
Thank you.
Remember what we learned back in Calaglia?
Yeah.
Everyone well rested? Then let's go. We depart... For Lenegis.
Well,
This lady better hold together once we're up at...
Law, don't say that. You're going to jinx...
Speaking of which, Alphen, this bucket...
A name? You know, I'm not sure she ever had one.
Well, after all the trouble we went through to find her, we should...
Fall Knights.
Huh?
It means owl in the ancient tongue. Literally...
I like it. Sounds perfect for...
Not sure I'm completely convinced, but...
Okay, people. We have two goals. First, we need to get to Lenegis and make the Renans finally leave Dana alone. And then, we need to figure out the truth behind Shionne's thorns and find a way to save her. Sound good? All right.
You know, I can still hardly believe it.
Believe what?
I mean, just look at it. The whole of existence, cramped
Now that you mention it, I guess you're right. It does look
from up here. All the struggles we've been...
nothing like realizing how small you are. To put everything kinda makes the differences between the Renans and the Danon.
How much longer until we...
There are better ways to use her. We should take a moment to familiarize ourselves with the facility.
Good idea. The starship may end up serving as our base of operations once we're down. Think you'll be all right with...
You mean the one set to automatic pilot? I dare say I'll manage. I'm basic...
In that case, she's all yours.
Everything okay, Shionne? You seem a little different.
Different? Like in a bad way different?
No, not at all. You seem more driven lately, like you found a zest for life. It suits you.
Is something...
No.
You mean since you became a lord and left Lenegis?
I am as prone to sentimentality. You too have a history with Lenegis. But doesn't that...
Well, it is a place where I took the lives of countless people. But I can't keep running forever. The past is what it is. There's no...
I see.
Dohalim?
Forgive me. I was... Come back and speak to me when...
We'll be going to
This must be... What was life on Lenegis like back then?
Let's just say, I don't have many happy memories. They called it treatment. But in truth, they were just using me as a guinea...
You mean...
That's right. All I was to them was a riddle to solve. They poked and prodded me, trying to figure out what triggered my thorns, or day in and day out. Every single day, one test after. The look they gave me whenever one of them touched my skin. How could I forget it? Reeling from the pain, some existence, huh? A blight on any I touched. I thought things couldn't get any worse. But then they did. I started to have nightmares, visions of the coming apocalypse. Is it any wonder I lacked a cheery disposition? Unable to so much as touch another soul. Sure, I survived, but with the knowledge that one day I'd be swallowed, and that's when it hit me. If I was going to die, then it should mean something. If I have to sacrifice myself to save the world, so be it.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you relive that.
No, it's fine. I'm in a...
You say it's your destiny to die so that others can live. But why not the other way around? Why shouldn't we be the ones dying to save you?
Are you crazy? Why would you sacrifice your life for...
That's exactly my point. Why should you have to give up your life just because you drew the short... It's that logic that's used to justify slavery. As if This struggle was never about saving only ourselves. But that doesn't mean we have to give up our own lives if we're doing this to protect people. If we're doing this to save the world from destruction.
A world free of sacrifice. That's what you've been fighting for all along, isn't it?
Not just me. We're in this together, remember? This fight is yours too, Xion. If we're going to win, everyone has to win. There can be no room for losers in this fight. Now I see it. The true nature of our struggle.
A victory without losers. But that means that a Dahnan victory over Rena can't be the end. Do you think we can pull it off?
You bet we can pull it off.
Yeah. We can...
Hey, Alphen, listen to this! So Law and I were just talking, and...
Hey!
What's got Law?
Only that he's afraid of flying, the big baby. And after all that fuss he made about...
Hey! I just think it's, a little unsettling how we're going to be cruising through space in a
It's a starship, dummy. That's what it's supposed to do. I don't think...
Well, maybe you're the one with the...
Guys.
Oh, that's a good point. If you think so, Alphen, it must be okay.
Hard to argue with that, seeing how you hitched a ride in one of these things before.
You okay? Feeling airsick?
Actually, now that you mention it, not at all. These starships are a remarkably smooth ride, all things considered.
Glad to hear it. That device there caught your eye, huh?
I was just wondering what it is. It looks big enough to fit a person in.
It's a healing pod. It fixes it.
Oh, you don't say. That should definitely come... Alphen?
No, I was just thinking back to when I escaped Lenegis, that's all. What with the ceremony and losing control, Naori laid me inside here.
So, you're saying you got in this thing straight after escaping? Would that mean...
Yes, it sounds crazy, I know. But, don't...
That's definitely quite some lie-in, all right. But still, whether you meant to or not, I sure am...
What do you...
With the amount of fighting we've done, we would have never made... Alphen, can you recall back to what it is that I said to you? Back when we left Men...
Of course.
Even in that time, I was well aware that what I was living was a lie. But at the same time, I also felt really compelled to I'll always remember him fondly. But the coexistence we're fighting for isn't for him. It's for people now. And those still to come. The world's bigger than just Menancia. My dream is for all Dahnans, wherever they might be, to be free. If I've learned anything on this journey, it's that. And the one who brought me along was you, Alphen. I'll forever be grateful to you.
Well, we're not out of this forest just yet. You should probably save your thanks. At least, until we've dealt with the Red Woman.
I know. But whatever we find when we get down there, I'm through looking the other way.
Kisara.
Probably getting a little ahead of myself, huh? Let's take things one step at a time.
Is everyone about ready? We'll soon be
Before we do that, just what exact...
Kisara has a point. Now that I think...
I'd like to hear more too. It's been centuries since I was last...
Very well. First and foremost, Lenegis is... Of course, it also happens to be a city in its own right. Its social structure is based on a strict hierarchy. Put simply, the strength of an individual's astral arts carries great...
Enough to determine someone's social rank, you mean? But astral arts are innate, right? So people...
They can be honed with the right training, and there are admittedly other factors at play. But as a result, family lines that churn out lords and their contenders wield disproportionate influence. And those lineages...
Those capable of only weak astral arts are effectively an underclass. Denied the right to descend to Dahna even if they wanted to. Still, even the lowest rung on the Renan ladder is considered superior to being a Dahnan. Keep that in mind, Del.
Thanks for the warning. As a lord, Dohalim must have been pretty high up in the pecking order, right?
Come on, you've seen her skill with astral arts. You...
On arts alone, you're right. I'd have been sitting pretty. But you're forgetting my thorns. They weren't exactly... No, it's fine. It's refreshing to be around someone who says what they're thinking. Life's...
Jeez, give backhanded compliments?
Wait a second. Are you?
I am not!
Of course, separating people into castes based on something arbitrary like arts is as if such simplistic criteria could ever be a measure.
So this Red Woman...
I would wager so. Lenegis is too deeply in... Chances are she's also connected to the Renis...
If the Renis Alma is being used to exploit Dahna, we need to take it back at all costs.
That Red Woman's got a lot to answer for. Just as well I've...
We're about to land. The descent could be a little bumpy.
If there are clues about your thorns out there... There's no one here. I wasn't expecting a welcome mat, but still.
Lenegis's infrastructure is largely automated. Besides, people won't be expecting incoming traffic while the crown contest is still underway.
Do you think anyone realizes that we're here?
We may not have received a royal welcome, but I doubt our entrance went unnoticed.
I really hope we don't have to fight anybody while...
So now what? We've come all... And if we're lucky, the Renis Alma too.
There is an area of the city that is accessible only to the Sovereigns, known as the Forbidden Zone. That seems as...
Forbidden?
I don't know, hence my desire to find out. Fortunately, in any case, changing the shape of a huge structure such as Lenegis would have required an immense source...
And you think that source might have been the Renis Alma?
Precisely. Alphen said that he remembered the Renis Alma being used in the spirit channeling ceremony. Whatever the ceremony's purpose, if preparations are then the Renis Alma might be in the same place as last time. Hiding something of that worth in the residential quarters would only court trouble. In which...
It stands to reason we should be looking somewhere normally out of bounds. Is that it?
Indeed.
But it's been over 300 years since I was made a sovereign. You can't seriously think...
There's only one way to find out. If there's...
Shionne's right. Who...
All right. Beyond that wall lies a city full of Renans. The capital city where Shion and Dohalim used to live, no less. Who knows what we'll find on the other side?
Thinking about what could be lurking out here.
For such a loudmouth, you sure...
Oh, I'm so...
Would you two children stop squabbling?
So how many Renans...
I couldn't tell you exactly, though not as many as you might expect. Machines and
There's Zeugles out here too, huh? Sounds...
What in the world?
This being Renan territory, I was prepared for a lot of things to look different. But this is...
The very foundations of the city have shifted.
When Lenegis changed shape, it must have had an effect.
Maybe when they sent the wedge down to Dam...
But they wouldn't move around the places where people live.
I would think the citizens themselves didn't have much say in the matter. Either way.
Dohalim? Is that you?
Avakir, I'm glad to see you're well.
So it is you! But why are you here? Shouldn't you be down on—
So you haven't heard what happened on Dana, then?
Heard what?
Someone you know?
An old friend.
Hey, Dohalim, don't tell me you've started keeping company with—
They're with me. More importantly, what's happened here?
I'm really not sure. The city's foundations began to shift without warning, and now we're all waiting for the Sovereign to tell us what's happening. But so far—
Avakir, listen to me. We're looking for the Forbidden Zone.
The Forbidden Zone? What business—
Trust me. The less—
I wish I could help, but what with the changed topography, I can barely locate, let alone the Forbidden—
Very well. It looks like—
Have you seen Faria yet?
No.
I see. Well, nothing much has changed with her. If anything, she's probably even more—
I can well imagine.
Why did you come back? You know it can only result in pain for you both.
I've no doubt of that.
You really are the same as ever. Fine, I understand. Just don't say I didn't warn you.
So who's far?
Law?
If what Avakir said is true, it would seem the people of Lenegis are being kept in the dark.
They seem to be just as clueless about what's going on up here in their own world. Despite the fact that it's actually here that the wedge originally—
We need more information.
While we're at it, we can ask them about the Red Wolf.
And don't forget about finding the way to the...
Let's leave the talking to Shion. We can't have a bunch of Danans poking the...
Good idea. I think that—
I shall assist.
You sure?
Being a lord on Lenegis has its advantage.
Right. Then we'll leave it to you. The Danans among us should probably keep our heads down.
What if people freak out?
I shall explain it away by saying I'm leading you.
What are we, dogs?
What could be so important? It's worth destroying people's livelihoods and homes in the process. It's just...
from how it looks, they must be siphoning off astral energy for—
But why do all this?
Whatever their purpose, disrupting their siphoning process alone won't be sufficient. Not while we still don't know what—
He's right. We...
This Forbidden Zone might be where we find some answers.
You heard him.
So, I've been wondering, Do you think when Lenegis was built, it was even made with people living here in mind?
What do you mean?
Well, none of this happened by coincidence, right? They must have designed it, but then, if they knew people were going to live here, you'd think they would have taken that into consideration.
Ordinarily, trust me, as far as we were concerned, Lenegis was our home, nothing more. No one knew about all this. It makes you wonder whether the city was just built on as an afterthought.
Sorry.
Not at all. This place is a mystery, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, dear me. What an unspeakable mess this is all. Whatever did we do to deserve this?
You really have
Would that I have. Alas, there was no warning, we have, but do my eyes deceive me? Could I really be standing in the presence of his lordship, Dohal? I believed he was on Dana.
Your eyes do not deceive you. It is I, one and the same. I have returned to fulfill a special duty. The details of—
As your lordship wishes. First, Lenegis mutates beyond recognition. Now this unexpected visit. The Sovereign's plans are inscrutable indeed. The Ilkaris house has produced a great many lords over the centuries.
Your good wishes do me an honor.
Everything will be okay now.
I know the basics of healing arts, but my skills pale in comparison.
Your lordship! Oh, what a great honor it is to fight. I descended to Dana during the last crown contest also. Alas, when the contender I was backing failed to clinch the title, I witnessed the deaths of—
Indeed.
Sorry to interrupt, but we're looking for a woman dressed—
All red, eh? No, I can't say I remember—
Yeah. What about down on Dana during the crown contest? You did—
What's with all these questions? I've never seen her, okay? Not recently or otherwise. What?
Never mind. Forget I asked. Is everything okay?
Oh, yes. I can't—
I was hoping to head this way myself. The situation—
I suppose that I daren't stay here too long, though. A lower caste can only linger around these parts for so long before— I was hoping to avoid it, but maybe I'll—
You mean you know another way—
Lord Dohalim Ilkaris! But how?
Yes, strange, isn't it? If you know another route, we'd be great—
But of course. Please forgive me. There's a wall that sprung up ahead of here, with what looks to be— I thought maybe it was a passageway between the different—
It's worth investigating. I shall go and assess the situation. In the meantime, wait for me here. If it looks safe—
You'd really do that for me?
Our lot in life is of little consequence. We are both
Oh, what?
Well, we've canvassed the city for information.
No one has the faintest idea what's happened to the city after all.
You'd think that info would easily find its way up here. Has it always been like that?
Not to this extent. Which would indicate that something's suppressing the truth. That Lenegis is under some kind of control.
Given everything that's happened to their city, the people here seem weirdly okay with it all.
Yeah. That one guy even said Zoogle had stopped listening to him. If that's true, these people are in big trouble.
Everything that happens here is attributed to the Sovereign's will. It's the way people have been conditioned. Their belief runs deep. Nothing happens devoid of a reason. To them, it's all part of the Sovereign's grand plan.
The Sovereign's plan. There is one thing I'm still not sure about. Just who is this person ruling over Lenegis?
The Sovereign, of course. He rules from Rena while presiding over both Rena and Lenegis.
Without the lords or anyone in the middle doing his dirty work? Isn't Rena at least the same size as Dana? That's a pretty big dominion for one person to rule over. I would have thought ruling Lenegis alone would be difficult enough.
The points you make are valid, though I confess I'd never given it much thought before. Here, the Sovereign's total authority is as natural as night turning to day. Come to think of it, I know nothing of the nature of how Rena itself is. Shion, have you ever been... No, forgive me. Have you met or crossed paths with, or even heard of someone who's actually...
No, I haven't.
Neither have I. In which case, I would imagine that... But no, surely not.
Hold up, what are you...
Assuming what I believe to be correct, it's possible that no one on Lenegis has ever laid eyes on the actual Renan homeworld itself. No one but the Sovereign that...
But what about trade and communication?
Not if the Sovereign is imposing his will on Lenegis single-handedly.
But I thought you said that the Sovereign's all the way over on Rena. If that's the case, can he really rule directly over... What if something were to happen to the city?
I'm beginning to wonder what the nature of this Sovereign even is. Alphen said he was forced into the role, right? But Sovereign is also the title given to the Almighty.
Whoever wins the crown contest inherits the throne from his or her predecessor, before becoming ruler over... Thereafter, that individual is known as the Sovereign. Though, it would appear... As for how Volron factors into all this... At this point, I know...
3 centuries ago, I became the Sovereign here on Lenegis. Now, 300 years later, we cross paths with Volron, who all... That's not the only thing we have in common. We both became Sovereign without...
Do you think Volron was made Sovereign for the same reason?
I can't say for sure.
But that would mean that 2 Sovereigns would need to exist at any one time. One whose job it is to rule, and the other for ceremony. We never did see Volron's body back in... Is a new ceremony underway with Volron at its center this time? Could that be what's causing a...
Wait a second. You don't think Volron and the Red Woman... The ceremony can't go forward without the Renis Alma. The same one that the Red...
There's something else the ceremony needs. A maiden. And unless there's another one out there aside...
Questions, questions, and yet more questions. Ones that it seems will remain unanswered. Until we...
If the Forbidden Zone really is off-limits to everyone but the Sovereign, that seems as good a place as any to start.
Then it's just...
One of the citizens mentioned a passage that she thought might lead to another section of the city. It could point us in the right direction. Let's go find... I didn't realize Renan's a pres...
And yet, weirdly...
It is the way things have always...
Unquestioned.
Even so, I used to think it was impossible to build an ideal society without wealth.
More to the point.
What if she's not here? What if it turns out...
It's still too...
For all we know, she might be able to blend in, move around unnoticed. I say we hold off judgment until we've exhausted every avenue.
Tell me, Dohalim, has that skill of...
And what skill would this...
You know, when you're talking to people around town. The way they suddenly become putty in your...
I'm afraid...
I do. It's called friend. Look imposing and speak in a deep, booming voice, and presto, you'll have people wrapped around your...
I would never stoop to such scandalous tricks. Any feelings of intimidation are solely in the eye of the...
So there is a knack to it! How do you...
Now you've got me curious.
Let's see. An obsession with being elegant is a must. Oh, and it helps to be old-fashioned, too. Bonus points if you speak in a way no one can understand.
If you've a bone to pick with me, it'd be quicker to just come out and...
What? They look up to you, that's all. I'm just...
Hey! What's got into Alphen and Law all of a sudden?
I can barely understand a word they're saying. And what's with the weird pose?
I hope you're willing to take the blame for this one.
I wasn't expecting them to take me so seriously.
With nobody left to run the show, I wonder what the people... I mean, there's sovereigns up on the Renan home...
But only current acting lords have power. Renan society is quite strict about...
Even if the other lords were still around, I doubt they'd be able to do...
I wonder what they'd think if they were here to see Balsif, Ganabelt, Almaid. Now that I think of it, aside from Dohalim, we know next to nothing about the other lords.
Well, yeah, why would we? To us Danans, they were just enemies we needed to...
I know. But seeing Renans in their own city, going...
It feels strange to imagine the lords living here...
Yeah.
If you're that curious about them, why not try inquire? Every lord in their household has their share of... And luckily for us, the people here are unaware of the events on Dana, which...
Balsif had it in him to care about someone other than himself? Really?
It's possible. A change in position can do much to alter one's perspective.
So even he might have had something he wanted to protect.
I guess she intended to spread it throughout all of Lenegis then.
Good thing the lines were down so she couldn't.
It almost sounded like she was praising them too.
Maybe there was more to the guy than at first glance.
I shall refrain from commenting.
What?
Ganabelt was so horrible to people. Yet he was invested in helping Rena succeed. Doesn't that seem just a little inconsistent?
I'm perhaps biased in this matter, I admit. However, in my mind, while all lords vie to become the next sovereign, they're also meant to serve as guardians of all of Rena.
It seems like Ganabelt also had people he cared about until the very end.
So why couldn't he extend that to us Danans?